right, hang on here, hang on. Let's see. Son of a bitch. Public, okay. Save. Go here. And we're back. There you go. I don't know what happened, but you know, every once in a while I have to restart my phone. And when I restart my phone, then everything works again. I don't know why it happens like that. I have no idea. But I'm back. For how long, I don't know. Anyway, we were kind of wrapping up the conversation about this taxation plan. I wanted to go over something though real quick, and that is the digital wallet program. And I just wanted to go over the key aspects of this program, because I do have them, and I think it's important we know exactly what it was. Key aspects. The objective, the main goal of the digital wallet program is to stimulate domestic consumption and economic activity, especially in rural areas and among lower income groups. By distributing funds directly to citizens, the government hopes to enhance purchasing power and support local businesses. Every Thai citizen aged 16 and above will receive, 10,000 baht, about $280, in the form of digital money. This money is to be spent on goods and services within a limited time frame and only within a 4-kilometer radius of the individual's registered address. The digital wallet money can only be used for certain transactions. It is intended for local purchases, specifically to encourage spending within local communities. The funds cannot be transferred to others or withdrawn as cash and must be used within 6 months of being credited. So you got to figure out where you can spend this 10,000 baht. I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's come out where you can spend it yet. The program is expected to inject a large sum into the Thai economy, potentially over 500 billion baht, about $14 billion. This stimulus is designed to boost GDP growth and create a ripple effect across various sectors from retail to agriculture. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm not a, economics major. I don't really know that much about this. I don't know exactly how it's going to work and how it's going to help the economy. I don't know if they're borrowing money to inject money into the economy. How is that going to help the economy? I don't really know. The government is developing a secure digital platform to administer the program, ensuring the funds are tracked and used as intended. The implementation of the program is expected to rely on blockchain technology to ensure transparency and prevent fraud. The program has faced criticism over concerns of funding and debt sustainability. Thank you very much. Some economic experts question whether the government can finance such a large-scale distribution without increasing public debt or causing inflation. It's just what I said. Others worry about the program's ability to effectively target the most vulnerable populations. Well, if you're giving 10,000 baht to every Thai citizen, it's not targeting only the most vulnerable. It's targeting every Thai citizen. Doesn't make sense to me. The whole program doesn't make sense to me. I understand what they're trying to do, but I don't know if it's going to achieve its goal. I have my doubts. Like I have doubts about many things. Like Thailand's taxation program. The government has promised to roll out the program by early 2024. That didn't happen. Now it's supposed to be in September. However, there might be delays, thank you, depending on technical readiness and how the financing of the project unfolds. Now, what are they going to do? They're going to finance it by some means and they're not going to try to get the money back? What are they going to do? So they're just giving this money away and you don't have... Where's it coming from? It's coming from the expats and the Thais who are going to have to pay more tax. That's what I think. This program is part of a broader push towards digitizing the Thai economy, promoting financial inclusion and reducing inequality across the country. Okay, there's always going to be inequality, but I don't think there should be a huge gap in the middle class. And as far as digitizing the economy, listen, I like being able to pay with a QR code and all that kind of stuff. But honestly, it's like, come on, man. You gotta digitize everything? I don't want it digitized. I don't want everything digitized. Do you? I mean, seriously. Sounds like you're getting tracked by the government. Oh yeah. There's one quick update on that ETA discussion. It was later reported that it was a proposal. It was reported as finalized, which wasn't the case. There you go. Targeting smartphone users. So that means you have to have a phone. Who knows what, can they track you? I mean, not that it's really that important, because they can track you no matter what. If they want to find you, they're going to find you. Think about something. It's virtually impossible to disappear now. Yes, maybe you can be this guy, you do something wrong and you head to Mexico and then you head to Venezuela and you decide to go here. How are you going to make money? How are you going to get money? How are you going to keep that money coming in? Are you independently wealthy? Do you have a couple $1 million and you're carrying it around in a bag and you keep it in your bungalow? I mean, what are you doing? That doesn't happen very often. Are you out on a boat in the middle of the ocean? What are you doing to get away? It's almost impossible to disappear now. So, you should think about that too. So, the whole digitization and I don't know. I just have my doubts about a lot of things, and I usually do have doubts. I mean, that's what I do. I just go, I'm not sure yet. Let me see about this. And with the Thai government, you give them time, and sometimes things work out, and sometimes they go, well, I mean, think about it. What was it, the entry visa? Well, the entry visa was what? Entry visa was what, 300 baht? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was back in June. They're ready to collect it. That was a year ago. Now, in Forbes, in February 20th, oh my God. Whew. That was only 6, but still. That's like the 4th time I've sneezed today. February 20th of 2023, Forbes reported that, the Bangkok Post reported that the new entry fee was going to be assessed, and that if you're coming from overland or sea, it's only going to be 150 baht. And where is that now? Nowhere. It's disappeared. And the ETA thing, like you just said, that hasn't been finalized. Well, it hasn't been finalized, and guess what that means? So far, there's nothing saying it's going to happen. And that, in a nutshell, is Thailand. So all these things about the taxes, they haven't been finalized. I don't think any of these have been placed into law. And so, you know, it's like all you have to do is say, wait and see. And that's what everything amounts to here. You always got to wait and see, wait and see, wait and see. Anyway, listen, I don't know what else we have here. Not a whole lot. Hello there, Paul G. Eats. Yeah, I don't know, you know, that's about it for the taxes. I mean, this tax thing could turn out to be okay, no big deal, nobody really cares, but you know, it's causing a lot of people to bail already. People are, you know, they're like, listen, I'm not paying anything. And now, man, they didn't give me any water. Being charged globally instead of locally. That's a big deal. Now, how big of a deal is it? I mean, it really depends on your case. For me, I mean, I think about it and I go, you know, probably not going to be a real big deal. Because I can always use a card that's based in the United States. But you got to pay that off, and you've got to have the money. And then it depends on how much you're paying taxes in the United States. I mean, you know, it's just, I don't know. If you got to pay, you got to pay. But man, I really don't like having to pay. I don't think anybody does. So, for me, a very big deal if globally versus locally. That's what I'm saying. It could be a very big deal. You know, and I mean, I'll be honest, I don't think anybody in their right mind who has money doesn't look for the loopholes. And, you know, do you really want to pay more? No, I don't want to. Nobody wants to. So then if nobody really wants to, then, you know, why are we paying? What are we getting for our money? Besides, we get to drive on the road, we get to use the BTS and MRT and all these other kind of things. Okay, I understand that, that's nice. But I pay for things, I pay my way on those, I pay my way on taxis, I pay my way in the BTS, MRT, I have to pay for those anyway. Now, I'm not paying the taxes that built them, but then I don't get the same rights as a citizen here. Now, I can't even be a citizen. So that's another thing. If I'm paying taxes, can I become a citizen? To me, that's, I mean, you know, listen, you go, I hate to say it again, but you go to Ecuador in 3 years, you can become a citizen. Or I think you get permanent residency and then citizenship. I forget exactly what it is. But it's very simple. And they do that, and they make it easy for you. Now, could I go to Ecuador and really do that now? You know, because I got a family. So that limits my options. And my wife was like, what are you going to do? You're going to go somewhere for a couple of months and then come back and then go again? I'm like, no, what am I going to do? Because I thought I'd be, you know, if it's just locally, that's one thing. I can get out of stuff. I can do things differently, you know, so I don't have to pay as much in taxes. But if it's globally, that's a different story because, you know, it is whatever you file and then whatever they determine you earned and what wasn't taxed, what was taxed. And it's just listen, it's a headache. That's all I got to say. It's a headache. I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens. It's a headache, no matter what. So that's the long and short of it. That's the skinny. Anyway, So, we'll see what happens. There's that statement again. What is this right here? Oh, the LTR. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about the LTR visa. That's what I wanted to talk about. Stay and work in Thailand for up to 10 years uninterrupted with no need to do a 90-day report. Now, let me tell you the ways that you can get a long-term visa. A highly skilled professional. All applicants, if they are approved, must pay a 50,000 Thai baht visa fee only once for their 10 years. You must meet a range of eligibility requirements which are dependent on which category of applicant you fall into. Highly skilled professionals, personal income of minimum of 80,000 over the last 2 years. In the case of personal income below 80,000 but not less than 40,000 in the past 2 years, applicants must have a master's degree or above in science and technology or special expertise. Okay, so that's not going to happen. No personal income for professionals working for Thai government. No minimum personal income for professionals working for Thai government agencies. Okay, great. You must be a business in any targeted industry and higher education institution. At least 5 years of work experience in the targeted industries, except for applicants with a PhD or above, blah, blah, blah. Health insurance with at least $50,000 of coverage. Social Security benefits. Insuring treatment in Thailand or a deposit of $100,000. That ain't me. Wealthy pensioner, personal income of at least 80,000 US at time of application or at least 40,000. Investment of at least 250,000 in Thai government bonds, foreign direct investment or Thai property. Okay, that's the second way. The third way, wealthy global citizen, at least 1 million US dollars in assets, personal annual income of minimum of 80,000 over the last 2 years, investment of at least 500,000 in Thai government bonds, foreign direct investment or Thai property, health insurance of at least 50,000 of covered Social Security benefits, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now, why would you take that over being a wealthy pensioner? I don't know what the difference is, because you can invest at least 250,000 and just show your income of at least 80,000. Boom, you got the visa. This other one seems a lot more difficult, but okay. And a work from Thailand professional, personal income, annual income of minimum of $80,000 over the last. God damn it, this fly is just kicking. $80,000 over the last 2 years. In case of personal income below 80,000 but not less than 40,000, must have a master's degree, blah, blah, blah. Applicant's current employer must be a public company on stock exchange or a private company in operation at least 3 years with a combined revenue of at least $150 million. At least 5 years of cumulative work experience in the relative fields of the current employment over the past 10 years. Health insurance, 50,000, blah, blah, blah. So none of these are real easy, and I don't think they're meant to be. It's not like everybody's going to go run out and get one of these, or even 20% of people are going to go out and get this. I don't think most people don't have all that much money, and they don't want to spend it to come to Thailand. There are other ways to do it. So that's the LTR visa. The one benefit is that you don't have to report, two benefits, you don't have to report the 90-day visa. I think you have to do it every 5 years. You report to immigration once a year. And you don't have to get a re-entry permit. And I think you are not paying taxes, which is great. So there you go. You want to get around it? Go get yourself a LTR visa or whatever it is. Get an elite visa if you want to pay all that much. Personally, I wouldn't pay 2.5 million baht for a 15-year visa. That's just me. I wouldn't pay it. It's too much money. That amounts to, I think, like $500 a month. Which, listen, if you're only paying for a year and you get 5 years, okay, that's different. But for 15 years, I don't think it's worth it. Anyway, unless there's something else we need to discuss, thank you very much for joining me. Oh, man. I got a couple of houses to go look at, go check out. And sayonara. Arrivederci. Adios. See you later. That's all I have. Got 28 people in here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 people talking. Thailand top 3 for what? Read above. I don't understand. Read above. I only see a couple of messages. I don't see anything. Top 3 what? Maybe I'm missing the plot. But I don't know what you're talking about. Joe, how you doing, Joe? Cup from Cup. Thank you very much. Choke knee to you. Well, how would I know that? Read above. There is an article in yesterday's of the most overcrowded with tourist destinations. Let me see. Well, Pattaya, Phuket, Krabi, they're on the list. Well, that's 2023. Let's see here, new study. This is in May. I like this site here. 7 most overcrowded tourist destinations. I thought I read this already. I went over this. Let me see here. They found that 8 of the world's most overcrowded tourist destinations for 2024 are in Europe. The other 2 are in North America. Budapest, Amsterdam, Stockholm, New York, Chicago, Bern, and Paris. So that doesn't have anything in there about Europe. Here's July. Well, that's cracking down. All right, here's something here. This is from a year ago, though, but it says the world's the most popular Thai island is the most overcrowded destination. Phuket. All right. Most overcrowded spots in the world, along with the number of travelers per resident. This is from September 20th, 2023. Number 1 is Phuket. Number 2 is Pattaya. Number 3 is Krabi. Number 4 is Mukla, Turkey. Number 5 is Hurghada, Egypt. Number 6 is Macau. Number 7 is Heraklion, Greece. Number 8 is Venice, Italy. Number 9 is Rhodes, Greece. Number 10 is Miami. Number 11 is Orlando. Number 12 is Las Vegas. Number 13 is Cancun, Mexico. Number 14 is Antalya, Turkey. And number 15 is Honolulu. So there you go. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. It's an Express in the UK. They don't have a search function on. Oh, here they go. zero. It's here. Oh. Popular tourist destination introduces new rules for travel. Daily Express? Yeah, I have most overcrowded tourist destinations and I'm not getting anything. The online news express for UK. Let me see here. All right, here we go. I see it now. World's most overcrowded country has 3 tourists to every local, not Spain or Greece. Okay, here. This is not such a good article. Yeah, this is really not very good. But let me see. They didn't put it in a list. This doesn't. Yeah, this doesn't talk about anything, and it was just 2 days ago. So this is not it. World's most overcrowded. It's in Europe. I don't get it. Let me see here. That's not it. Sounds like the same list, 117. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know when you were looking at it, how long ago it was, but I mean, I see one here from May 10th, 2000. It's this year, and it doesn't tell me. It doesn't give me any of these lists. Let me see this here, because this might be it. I don't know. Yeah, this is not it. All right, so it's got to be this list right here. Here's the list right here. It says overcrowded tourist destinations: Phuket, Pattaya, Krabi, Mugla, Hurghada, Macau, Heraklion, Venice, Rhodes, and Miami. So there you go. I'm not going to keep looking into this, but that's interesting. Okay, I see it. Yeah, that's exactly the same list. World's most overcrowded destination has over 100 tourists per resident. Holy moly. Yeah, Phuket is the #1. So that's the one they're talking about. That list is the one that I just gave you, so. Unbelievable. So, Phuket and Pattaya and Krabi are the 3 most overcrowded destinations. It says Kata. Jesus Christ, when I was in Kata, I didn't really like it that much, to be honest. I mean, it has a nice view and, you know, you can see some things, but there were tourists everywhere. And that's one reason why I don't like Phuket. I mean, I like it to an extent, but I don't like the tourist aspect of it because everywhere you go, there's going to be people. Kata, one of Thailand's most beautiful beaches, has suffered from over-tourism, with some people saying it reminded them of Benidorm or the Costa Brava. Would have been a beautiful place once, but now the waters are polluted, one visitor wrote on TripAdvisor. I was shocked at how much rubbish was in the once blue waters. I even got sump oil on my feet, and it took 2 days to remove. Tiny bits of plastic. Water was brown like chocolate in some places, claimed one other. Heraklion in Greece was also a top popular destination with 22 tourists for every local, and naturally Venice in Italy made the list too. This cultural hub has an impressive 21 tourists for every resident, is now introducing a tourism fee to cope with the volume of people visiting. Authorities have said the levy will continue and could be doubled for 2025, bringing it up to 10 euro. I mean, would you pay 10 euro to go into Venice? I mean, I guess I would. Especially if it limits the number of tourists. Globally, the claim to fame of #1 has been taken home by Phuket in Thailand with a jaw-dropping 118 tourists per every permanent resident. And this study comes from moneytransfers.com. Edinburgh Castle has the highest number of tourists. Wow. Let's see here. Some TripAdvisor reviews referred to Edinburgh Castle as overpriced, while other visitors may not think they have had their money's worth as they found it underwhelming. And that's not what you want. You don't want to go to a place and pay like 70 bucks and then you go, you know, this place was not really worth it. You don't want that. You go, wow, this place is really nice. I'd come here again. No, once you go one time, you don't want to go back. Anyway, all right, well, that's it. All right. Thank you very much there, Dowlow. The houses you're looking at, Scott, are built, are new builds in, around, or around Bangkok. Yes, they are. They are, and I mean, I know that, and, you know, there's part of me that's like, yeah, I want to go, all right, and then there's another part of me where I'm like, You know, I'm perfectly happy where I am now. I mean, honestly, I'm happy. I personally don't need to get a house, because if I want to move and go live somewhere else, I don't want to have to think, oh, do I have a house here? Unless I got the money to pay for the house and then be able to travel abroad and live somewhere else also, which really right now I don't. So that's something else to think about. But you can get a good value on a house. Nice house, big. You know, you can get a lot of good things. Shit. So, anyway, I guess that about wraps it up. Thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the contributions. I always appreciate that. I appreciate the people in the chat and everybody watching. That's great. I think I'll be back on Friday. So, yeah, I think. I never really know, because you never know, I might stream tomorrow. I told my wife, I want to go see the houses tomorrow, because that way I can prepare for it. She's like, why don't you just go today? And I'm like, you know, whatever. Yeah, choke me for the house viewing. All right. Yeah. You know, I have mixed emotions. I don't mind where I live now. Very comfortable. And if I move, then so be it. If I stay put, so be it. If I move somewhere else, so be it. I don't know. You know, we have to think about a few things before we just go, done, and we rubber stamp everything. And that's always you know, you have to weigh things out. You have to look at different things. And, you know, my wife she's just like, I gotta have a house. I have to earn, you know, I've earned money and we've got money. We need to put it towards a house so we have something. We've got something for our money. And I'm like, okay, I guess. You know, she's the one who really wants a house. When I look at the house, I go, hey, this is pretty nice. I can see myself living here. But other than that, I mean, you know, now I've been away for 2 weeks. She's been gone. I've been, you know, away from that house. And I go, you know what? It's a nice house. I like it. I could live there. But if I don't live there, that's okay too. You know, and then there's part of me going, I don't know if I want to travel the world, wherever it may be. I don't know if I want to do that. How long will I want to do it? You know, there's all these little things popping in my head. You know, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you very much, and I will talk to you all later. Choke D, Lil Jerk, and mine. Boom.